This episode is brought to you by Only the Real Entertainment and Media Den Productions. Welcome to Real Hoops. It's your boy Reela. This is episode 57. How you feeling, Cam?
Cool. You know, we was talking off mic about just family and life in general. So, you know, life be lifing, but you gotta take it how you take it. You know what I mean?
You gotta take it in stride, bro. I've been finding myself less and less feeling sorry for myself and more pivoting. You feel me? That's been my whole thing lately. Is
don't feel sorry for yourself, bro. Believe me, bro. Like
you, bro.
from what I've seen with what you got going on, you're taking the proper steps at least for personal development to, you know, get right. And at the very least, when it is time for you to have a family, if that's what, you know, life got for you at, you know, on your path, then you'll be in a better position as an individual rather than just like taking life on autopilot.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. A lot of people are taking life as on autopilot and just letting things come to them. And
man, you wouldn't believe it. It's a disconnect. I don't know if it's post-COVID, but I've been just noticing a disconnect, like on a human experience, just from a lot of people. And some people it's personal, other people just in passing. You could just see, you wake up every day, you just freestyle life, bro, and no plans for the future, just living for the now, and that's how you live in life, bro. You just no Diddy raw dog in life, bro.
yeah, for real. And then insane. That's when and mind you, you bring up the pandemic. I've been noticing it too. We've had that we've been having those type of conversations. You know what I'm saying? The pandemic really shifted a lot of things.
Socially though, like
socially
that is going.
Yeah,
like it's so crazy, bro. We'll have a whole different podcast and a whole nother niche. But just know, it's different. It's different. We're old enough to remember pre-pandemic, having experienced life enough pre-pandemic to really know and see the shift. You know, post 2020.
Yeah, for sure. But let's hop into the show.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, we're not going to be here that long, but while we're here, we got to talk about it. I mean, the NBA Cup happened yesterday. The Milwaukee Bucks are now the new NBA Cup champions, I guess you would say it. You know, the in-season tournament champions. But there's one thing that I have noticed about this, and that is how much emphasis or lack thereof there has been for the NBA Cup now. And I really want to ask, is the NBA Cup a mistake in the league? Because with Milwaukee being the new champs, right? Like, they kind of deal with the NBA Cup kind of like a mini finals, at least with the celebration. But they didn't even celebrate after the, you know, and keep in mind, the ratings and the ticket sales were down already. Like, you could get some of them tickets for like a dub, maybe like $30. You know what I'm saying? This is in Vegas, which would have been a great. I ain't gonna lie. I looked for a flight. I looked for a quick flight to get there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Never been. I need to before I die.
Yeah, slide to Vegas. Vegas is a time, but
okay.
Yeah, the ratings and the ticket sales were already down, and they didn't even elect to celebrate because, according to sources, they said that, you know, Doc Rivers talked to Darvin Ham about winning it with the Lakers last season, and he said that he felt like celebrating the in-season tournament was like a distraction for them, and they ended up going like 3-10 after the in-season tournament. And so they didn't even celebrate it. So really, it was just like blah. They won it, and that was it. So was it really a mistake for the league to even come up with this type of stuff?
No. The thing about inaugural activities, the first few years you generally try to find your footing no matter what it is. It could be something as intricate as a Super Bowl. You could go back to the NBA Finals. people try to find their different footing as far as it goes. This is only the second season this happened, um, and context matters. Uh, Another thing that's real important is listening to people when they talk. Darvin Ham seems like a scoring chick. You know, he gives me the vibes in press conferences, and just like his head coach, he shifts the blame and doesn't hold himself accountable. Uh, Number one, Milwaukee stunk for the first 10 games, right? Their defense was horrendous. Doc was under fire, and things really shifted when Bobby Porter started playing better because he was an absolute traffic cone. Damian Lillard, remember that he's a top 5, top 7 shooter to ever touch the floor, and Giannis is again looking like the 1A, 1B best player in the world. And they've put together a nice string of 15 games since starring pathetic for the first 10. Uh, so I think what they want to emphasize is keeping that. But what you don't want to do is set the tone and downplay the in-season tournament, which is something that Adam Silver implemented in order to gain new viewers. You look at the makeup of the team. The best player on there won, but he won 3 years prior, so he knows what it feels like to be an actual champion. Uh, you would think he would set more of a precedence. The head coach won in 2008, many eons ago. Uh, you would think they would set a precedence, but it doesn't seem like it. It seems like they're ramped and ready to go for the rest of the season. They're fifth seed right now in the East, and they can possibly infiltrate the top 3 seeds. So, there's pros and cons to them not celebrating it. I can see why they wouldn't, but I just think in order to set the tone of the rest of the season, I think it at least, you know what I'm saying, live it up a little bit. You're in Vegas, do your dollar, and then get back on the road. This is 500K. It ain't gonna affect the top, 5 to 10 players that are being paid, but for the other 5 guys, that's potentially life changing money. Some of them won't make it to see a season. You know what I'm saying? A season from now or 2 seasons from now, and that 500,000 could literally change the trajectory of their life. So it's just pros and cons to it. I don't make too much of it. I do make a lot of the comments that Bobby Portis and other Milwaukee players are saying. It seems like a bunch of scorned women as far as I'm concerned, bro. It's just hilarious to me.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, the way how I look at it, and I was very prepared to see something like this.
You called it. You called it.
Yeah, like I was
private, but you called it.
And really just prepared to see the report of the NBA feeling like they wanted to bring in a big market into it. And that goes right back into the conversations that we've always been having about the NBA having trouble trying to figure out where they're going to go with marketing, especially post LeBron. We talked about it last part.
Literally.
I don't think that they feel like they're in a great position to be able to do certain things like this and to garner more attention to it, even if it's with a superstar like Giannis, even with a franchise that has won a championship a couple years ago. Unless it's New York, LA, shoot, it baffles me how they don't even mention Miami as a big market. They don't even look at it's like a mid-sized market for whatever reason.
Yeah.
If it's not like these type of franchises, they feel like they're not going to be able to get the amount of attention that they should or want to. You know what I mean? So that's why I think about it and I'm like, man, like was it a mistake for them? Because you still have to block out these TV slots. You still have to block out these dates for the arena to be quote unquote filled. When these teams come, you still have to, set up certain advertisements and all the other stuff. Which, by the way, hey, I ain't gonna lie. These latest commercials, at least with what I don't know if they're gonna continue showing them, but these latest commercials, these NBA commercials have been kind of fire. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
It's giving a little bit of some Super Bowl vibes. With the Christmas
yeah.
commercial with the toys and everything,
I
or
peeped. I peeped. I peeped.
that's a good commercial.
Yep.
Or even the commercial with Shanae and Richard Jefferson. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And Wemby, that 2K commercial. Those type of commercials, I'm rocking with that. We need more of those. We need more of those creative commercials with
Hmm.
these people that have, personalities like that can really just make things funny, but at the same time, it's about hoop. I rock with that. But yeah, I mean, if it does it even make it even more competitive anymore, I don't know. Like, I don't
It's
even
gotten
know.
to a point where 500K, yeah, it's life changing money, but it's just like you got guys making 300 million, gang. Like
Yeah.
for some of them, it's a drop in the water. You look at the last five guys on the roster, that's potentially life changing money, but those last five guys probably won't even see the floor in the in season tournament. So it's I don't know, it's a catch 22.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Well, I mean, congratulations to Milwaukee anyway. I'm not even gonna get started on Darvin Ham.
Pocket man, that's what I call them.
We ain't even gonna do it. And enjoy the win, famo. Um, and
Buckaroo.
yeah, I would just like to say, y'all better y'all better at least make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'ma just say that. I'ma just say that. Let's move on
Yeah,
to
Eastern Conference Finals. Cavs, Knicks. Damn sure ain't beating the Celtics. Well, that's another topic. I don't see no Eastern Conference Finals for the Bulls. Just me personally.
listen. They better make it. The way how they talking, they bet. Man, you know what? You gonna have me crash. Anyway, let's move on to your Heat, man. Let's move on to your Heat, right? Because it's the trade window is open now. Obviously, the trade
Yeah,
deadline is not upon us yet, but the trade window is
yeah,
open.
yeah.
Jimmy Butler
What
on the
about him?
brink of getting traded. Like, what we talking about?
I don't know what's going on. You got his agent saying it's cap. You got Shams, who's a reputable reporter on the level of Woj before he retired to, do other things and to fight his battle with cancer. Hope he pulls through. Prayers up for him. Saying it's cap and Shams doubling down. Then you hear reports of him dyeing his hair to show the front office where he wants to be traded. And then you have Jimmy amidst the trade rumors, posting in his coffee shop the exact address. It's I don't know what's going on. Honestly, Jimmy just came off a great game, 35, 19 to 10. We lost to the Pistons, but I feel like he showed his value. But you get a game like that from Jimmy every now and then. But if the team doesn't get retooled, we're gonna be in the same situation that we've been in the last 2 years. Granted, one of them we made to the finals, luckily, but we're looking to be a playing team. We're just ahead of an Atlanta team who looks to be competitive. They have their superstar in Trae Young, a developing Dyson Daniels, who's a stud on defense, um, and as well as Jalen Johnson, who's took his game to another level. And then you have the people in front of us, the New Yorks of the world, Orlando. Even though their two guys are hurt, they have a stout defense. You got the Cavs, who had a hot start and seems to have figured it out. And you have the champions, Boston Celtics. They're them. You know what I'm saying? So what do we do? Do we stay in the middle of the pack and wait for Jimmy to leave, in which he can throw potential on court tantrums with not shooting the basketball and looking completely aloof and flat, sometimes seemingly to me on purpose, or do we get the move on him now, be competitive and have one last final hurrah if Jimmy does not want to resign? I vote for the latter. I don't know about the rest of E Nation, but I do vote for the latter. But what will we be getting in return for him? You look at Alonzo Ball and Vucevic trade will look very lucrative. Getting a Kuzma on the team to fill up next four spot would be very nice. Um, but what is there truly to make the team competitive at this point in the trade market? I don't know. I unfortunately will have to leave that up to a washed up Pat Riley, who I have zero faith in. So we'll see. Will we decide to be mediocre? I'm pretty sure we're gonna decide to be mediocre, and stick to our players because we have an emotional attachment. Yes, that is a supreme shade, Pat. Um, and yeah, be in a play in, fight in. Maybe one of our players get hurt like Jimmy last year, and I guess we're comfortable in being mediocre if we don't want to make no moves in these next 2 months. So I don't know what's going on. Uh, Frankly, I'm just this is a wash for me if we don't make any trades this next 2 months. Again, I have zero faith in our front office. Um, so yeah, I don't know where we go from here, bro. I'm not sure.
You know what's funny?
What's up?
Every time we talk about stuff like this, you get super serious. You get super serious. Like you really start getting into your like when Stephen A start getting serious and he starts like talking like really it's not monotone, it's more so of like really start breaking stuff down in a way where it's just like, nah, I'm not playing around right now. Like you get really serious. See, but then when the heat start taking off, that's when you start turning into Reela and like prime Reela. You start really like
whoa. What you mean by that? Prime
Stephen A. Reela.
You heard me smile,
bruh.
First of all, shout out to one of my coworkers, my boy Lou. He called me the black skip bailiff the other day.
You are, bro. You are.
I'm not no black. I'm just a guy.
You are, bro. You are, dog. And it's different dynamics too. Like you have the side which is majority of your side, which is the clowning part. And then you got that side where you start to get really serious. Your voice starts getting lower. You start saying, well, yeah, and so I really don't know. I mean, exclusively they really just, in this sort of situation where, you got Terry Rozier. He's not productive off the bench, even though he was starting before, and then he lost his position, so he went to the boards and he started, not producing. You got you got Tyler Hero, who is pretty much just working like a superstar right now, but he can't get any help with anybody else. Jimmy Butler,
nigga sounded like Jay Farrell right now.
Like
bro.
You really, I swear, bro, you go into those modes, and I'll just be like, dang, my boy going through it.
That's how you know I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with this platform that Cam is giving me, I have to cover the Heat because it's my team. It's very painful to cover them, knowing what I know about basketball, knowing what I know about infrastructure and what it takes to win. I don't see it when it's Heat team. I've been called a negative Nancy and everything under the sun by Heat fans alike. Black Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Reela A. Smith, all of that. I get called all types of names because I'm cut and dry. When it comes to the Heat, I've released myself from expectation, and I hate to say I told y'all so, but I did. This is where we are. This is who we are. I don't have much to say.
I mean, you have a lot to say. It's just not in a favorable way. Like you would just really just get into that bag where you're just like, well, and this is just happening. You start using big words and stuff.
When was the last time I was happy when it comes to the Heat? When was the last time you see me elated to cover Miami Heat basketball?
I mean, I don't know. The Heat just went to the finals like 2 years ago.
And what happened when they went to the finals? I believe we were podcasting, sir. Do you recall?
Yeah, well, yeah, they lost, but...
No. Before they went to the finals, I said we're cooked. I said we're going to lose in exactly 5. And what did occur? We lost in exactly 5. So how can I be truly happy? Finals is cool. The little Eastern Conference final banner.
Finals is great. What you mean finals is cool?
Brother, the last time that they won was 11 years ago. Going on 12 because we damn sure ain't winning.
I understand that.
3 presidential terms.
Bruh.
Trump came in, done left. Obama was there. Biden done came in. A 12-year-old done came out. They in middle school now since the last time they won. Drake just dropped Nothing Was the Same. You know, niggas was outside. Good Kid, Mad City just dropped. Lil Baby wasn't even making music. Did you know he started making music in 2016? Oh my God. Oh, come on, Gunna. He just started making music in 2017. Jesus Christ. Life was completely different 12 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much halfway to 24, which is almost 25. It's a long time ago. Well, you know, Eastern Conference Finals banners is great. I don't really care for them too much. It's just they're there. They look cool in the cassette center. I could tell y'all. You know, I go to games. I'm probably gonna go to one in the next couple weeks, just to drink my problems away and watch the Heat potentially mutt me. But it's okay because I'm finna bet on the game and make the check back while I'm at the game. So it's disheartening. We right there, and we can't get it done. We get to the crib, you know, get to the room. You feel me? Third base, second base, third base, but can't get it done. Just gotta go to the crib. Yeah, with some blue balls and some angry, you know what I'm saying? Some, I wish we could have, you know what I'm saying? Come on, gang. What I'm gonna do with that? Yeah, I can't tell the homies that. Yeah, I can't say I don't agree. Yeah, I can't do nothing with that. What you want me to do? What y'all want me to say? I said playing. Cam said I was mutton and I'm a negative Nancy. I said, all right, nigga, show me. And what happened? We at 6 right now. About to be right back. Because Atlanta about to walk us down because they got a squad. So unless you get a trade, back in the plane we go. And I unfortunately will be covering our device because I have no choice. You guys are my team. I can't. This is, you know, a long time in the making. I go back to the Alonzo Mourning and Tim Hardaway days, to the 99 finals where the Knicks went to the finals against the Spurs. That's how far I go back. I don't know about everybody's fandom, but I'm attached to this team, whether you think so or not. And I just got to watch us fade into obscurity because we're going to let Jimmy walk for free. And we have a regressing superstar in Bam. Tyler, you're great. What else? I watched JJJ regress. I watched Terry Rozier forget how to hoop. What do you want me to do?
Man, let's move on to real talk, bro.
All right, for sure. There we go. Talk to me.
Dog.
What's
You
up?
piss me off, dog.
Love you too, guy.
Oh, whatever.
Love you
man.
too.
Look, man. We gonna talk about something that's like blazing on the timeline. I already told you we gonna talk about this with Travis Hunter
Lord.
and this girl. I mean, and it's not even just Travis Hunter, right? Like, especially in the basketball world, you have your vultures, man. Like you got
Yeah,
Jalen Green and
Yeah.
Drea Michelle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She already said what she had to say when Jalen signed his contract.
Yeah.
And they got a jit.
Mm-hmm.
Travis Hunter may be in the same realm, even though football players don't get paid nowhere close to NBA players. But he's for sure going to be a top 2 pick in the NFL draft. For sure.
Heisman winner gets it done.
For sure. I would be surprised if he goes lower than 2.
Same.
But I'm saying, though, does it look like he's about to get finessed? And you're going to have to tell me because I've really been trying to avoid that whole thing. You know what I mean?
You see what Cam do? Y'all, you see what he said? I low-key was trying to avoid it too because I really don't like, talking about somebody's personal life. But
me neither.
I'm just old enough and young enough to really comment. And I've seen this before. So have we. There's plenty of examples that we can give you. Do you recall the picture with Russell Wilson and his wife when he got drafted? CD Lamb, ring a bell, drop the hat. Yeah, as soon as I got move around. Red flags sometimes may seem to be green when you are dealing with a lovely woman. lovely looking woman. I'm sorry, let me preface that. Lovely looking woman. But not every lovely looking woman is lovely, right? She may come with a past, baggage, may not be emotionally mature, right? Things that you would look for when you are building a household. Now, I can't speak to the trajectory of Travis Hunter because he's going to be making millions of dollars and he is going to generate generational wealth for his family, right? But off the rip, brothers, sisters, but more importantly, I'm talking to my guys right now. The easiest way and the most delicate way you can get through life. Let me give you some game. Yes, it's great for us to chase. I get it. The thrill of the chase is great. Trust me, I get it. Did it all throughout my 20s. It was great. But when a girl like you first, gang, let me tell you, when a girl likes you first, it is night and complete day. Night and complete. You go after the girls who love you, and you will not tolerate anything lesser than. See, Travis Hunter, I fear, just came into getting attractive, great looking woman. Nothing wrong with that, you know. Rather you go through it now than never. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at his previous, you can tell he probably wasn't too enamored with great looking women. Maybe not women at all. Probably don't got no time doing homework, practice, got to work on your craft, film. I can imagine a young black man locking in and having the success that he's having. You can't get there without God-given ability, yes, but you do have to work at your craft. So I don't know how if he was finagling with women, but brother, the moment she said he wasn't really my type, you gotta move around, shorty. Yeah, you got. I don't care about any circumstances. She put out an 8-minute video talking about that's not what I meant. He had a girl at the time. Cap. The moment a girl says that, I'm telling her to move around. Hey, it's either you say I don't got a type, or I knew he was the one. Say something. Don't say that off the rip. Then after the game, we throw in the hissy fit under any source of the circumstances. I'm the public figure. Anything, any discrepancies that you may have with me, please either tell me in the car or tell me at home. Do not throw a tantrum where there's hundreds and tons of cameras around. This is 2024. Everywhere I turn, there will be a camera present. And then, you know, you taking pictures at the Adidas place and you look a little sound a little bratty. Oh, do you just want me to sit here? No, I want you to go home then. If you throwing the tantrum, shorty, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? And then the Heisman, I could kind of get because they have assigned seats. But that's just a lot of red flags that I think that you're just running because she looks phenomenal. She does. And I don't like talking about people's fiance or wives. I try to steer clear of that. But from an objective standpoint, she is a phenomenal looking woman. But brother, when I tell you, sometimes the phenomenal looking women have baggage that you may not be prepared to carry even with your millions of dollars. Because your dollars cannot absolve emotional intelligence, emotional maturity, and reading the room. The lack of reading the room when I'm a public figure would be number one thing that I would have to have in my partner. And right now, Travis Hunter is what, 20? 2021. Yeah, you're not thinking about this. Yeah, you try to pacify shit. Yeah, you ain't even trying to get too much to like what she like. All you know is that you got a baddie, she got a sleeve. I'm finna touch M's. But right around the time you hit about 25, 27, for me personally, and from what I've observed from other men around me in my life, that's like our second puberty. And trust me, once you get about 27, 25 to 28, when you hit the second puberty, you gonna start noticing some shit that I don't remember you being like this. If you get that far, I don't remember you being like. I don't like that. I don't think that's cool. Yeah, I don't think I want this. But see, the thing about marriage, when you tied in, you tied in. So all that running that you was doing, all that practicing, the film, everything that you did, playing both sides of the ball, busting yourself, putting yourself in jeopardy, because there have been literal men who died on the football field. Not wishing that for you. I'm knocking on wood right now. But you're risking everything by being on a football field. And the moment you say, I want a divorce, she's now entitled to half of that. I want you to really sit and think about that. The moment you say, I don't want to do this anymore, and under law, you guys are married, but I need prenup, she's entitled to half of that. God forbid y'all don't have any kids, because then it get really ugly. You know? It get really ugly, and now you have to deal with custody, and that's a whole nother separate entity. Long story short, Travis, if all of these people are telling you the same thing, I get it. A couple people will tell you, get in your ear, but we all can't be seeing the same red flags that you're not seeing, right? And again, you young. Yeah, you 20, you 21. Yeah, my dick get hard every time I see her. I think I love her. But when you actually sit down and you actually have to lean on the friendship aspect of you guys' relationship, are you confident enough that that will last for the remainder of your life? And I want you to sit there and ask to yourself if you ever see this video. If it's a yes, I wish y'all the very best. I hope you have lovely kids, and I hope you're happy. If not, tell her move around. Tell her she gotta go. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Leaving it up to you. You're a grown man. You do what you do. If you're happy, I'm happy for you. But will you be happy in 5 to 10? And are you comfortable with 50% leaving your hands going to her? All I'm saying. You have a blessed day, Mr. Travis.
Bars. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe where you hear and or see the pod. And follow us on social media at @MediaDen_, at Young Reela, at RealHoops_, and we'll talk more hoops next week. Peace.
Yes, sir.